tutty, gosh almighty, who the heck are they? Hey, flim, flam, bim, bam, Ole Miss. By golly, and welcome to Hemingway Stadium where the Rebels are ready to take the field. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Rebels will kick it away first. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They believe they can run right here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB in this one. Put some pressure on them. They're already off to a great start.
He's going for a big play downfield. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll haul it in right around the logo. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the offense on 1st down. The give out of the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the 1st down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Nice job by the pass rush. They know if they can get to this QB, they can hit him and force these incompletions.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down.
Terrier, tuna. Go. Terrier.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. looking to throw on second down. Pressure coming. He's got him this time. Touchdown, Rebels! A great catch and run for 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man down the middle. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And this week threw for over 300 yards last week, is putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
What a great job on this defense, setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure.
Gonna take a shot. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Well, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. Unloads to the wideout. The completion well past the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. They're working that left side. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
And get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast. And you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He wants to throw it again. Fires to the big fella. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Banks. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
Motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. The give to the tailback. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down. That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied 7-7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to pass on 2nd down. He's got it. And he won't be able to get it as the defense gets him down at the 1.
When you're a defense, you have a choice. Do you play man or do you play zone? They sat back in zone. That might change. They might change their mind and try to switch to man here shortly in the future.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Kansas State is going to enjoy the trip back to Manhattan after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road and you stack wins there in Bill Snyder Family Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Feeling some heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
On the move, he fires. Got a man in the middle. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader. And he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football, and he's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go out and be maybe the best player in all of college football.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Grabs it inside the 15. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Longhorn!
Number 17.
Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, you spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers.
And come on now, O-line. You got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Here comes the Texas offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Offense getting set for 1st down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll pull it down and run. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.
Really, really nice play, and I love bringing speed on the field. The more dime packages, the better on those 3rd down situations. Now I got faster guys chasing in the back end with the receivers, and when the QB scrambles outside the pocket, I got a DB now going to try to get that QB. Makes all the difference in the run.
Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Now on the move. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Finds his tight end. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score.
14.
Fair catch called for and made. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Comes out throwing on first down. Buys a little extra time. It's complete. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down at the 37.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Pulls it in. It's Banks. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
First down.
Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels! And the extra point splits the uprights. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Dances away from the heat. Got rid of it just in time. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time and took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The give to the back. They knock him down right there.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Steps away. Fires on the move. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the...
And he's running in the open. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. The Rebels want to crank the tempo.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to hit your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Wide out in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They're not into threes. They want sixes. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. Got the quick pass. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. And the Rebels are flying down the field. Going up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
What a great rush by the defense. Understanding, winning up front, getting to the quarterback, and rattling him. Try not to get a penalty, right? Because God forbid you touch these guys too hard and you get called for a penalty. Nice job getting a good clean hit pressure on the quarterback.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Gonna take a shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pocket starts to collapse. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Longhorns will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback now breaking the field. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows, and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. skips away from pressure. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They keep attacking through the air, trying to get to it. And they got him for the sack. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think
he lets one fly deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
That is just the worst feeling as a wide receiver because you're way downfield, you're ready for the big play, but you're just unable to connect. I'm sure he's going to be on the sideline asking for another deep shot opportunity.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. He'll take another shot here. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And it's some people just have a knack for the football, and he's one of those guys, and he just gets the swat right there, but he's in the top 10 in the nation in interceptions for a reason. Just such a great feel for the passing game and where guys are. It's fun to watch him play defense.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season, like spreading the football around, multiple guys, every game.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Texas, 28.
He's going to bring it out from deep. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking for a gap. It's Banks. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Second down.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback checking off. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Getting some heat. They'll run the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Rebels in the hurry up. Wide receiver shows motion. Here we go with the run on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
On the play. It's a turnover on downs.
The offense set for a 1st down play. He wants to throw. Might be looking to run. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarterback.
They'll go to the ground. They almost got a 1st down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll throw on 3rd down. Dances away. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the 3rd quarter will wrap up with a big sack.
35, Texas.
The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll get the punt out of there, and it'll be marked down just outside the opponent's 45. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll let it go down the right side. And he makes the catch at the 10. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got it! He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
2nd and 1, and they're going to make them line up to defend the pass. 4 wideouts, 2 on either side. He makes the catch. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas!
Number 81.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Using his feet.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
He's going to fire deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Throws to the back. It's complete. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a first down. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really shined. And that's why this guy's in contention to win the Heisman Trophy.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. 3rd down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
Great play by the defense there. You're winning by 2. You can't allow them to tie it. Someone's got to make a play, and they show up in a big moment.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. First down for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. Low man wins, and he just smashed it. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a one-possession lead. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more.
I mean, how about it, guys, right? I mean, we're up here in the booth. We can't believe they decided to go for it on 4th down with the lead. We thought maybe, okay, it's just going to come up and try and draw them off sides and get a cheap one, get a cheap first down. But no, this coaching staff, they decided to go out and not just go for it, throw for the first down, and they get it. I guess that explains why they're down there on the sidelines and we're up here in the booth.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse